Hello, fellow baking enthusiasts! Today we embark on a culinary adventure to create a dessert that's as impressive to behold as it is delightful to devour, the pie caken. Imagine this, the comforting warmth of a spiced apple pie, enveloped in layers of moist vanilla cake, all adorned with a symphony of frosting and ganache. This isn't just a dessert, it's a celebration of flavors and textures, a true showstopper for any occasion. Whether you're a seasoned baker or a novice eager to impress, this step-by-step guide will equip you with the knowledge and confidence to create your own pie caken masterpiece. We'll delve into each stage of the process, from gathering your ingredients to the final glorious moment of serving this delectable creation. So put on your aprons, preheat those ovens, and let's embark on this exciting baking journey together. Get ready to wow your friends and family with a dessert that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Are you ready to dive in? Let's gather our ingredients and equipment and get baking. Before we embark on our pie caken adventure, let's ensure we have all the necessary ingredients and equipment at our disposal. This will make our baking process smoother and more enjoyable. First, let's talk ingredients. For this recipe, we'll need the staples of baking flour, sugar, eggs, butter, and vanilla extract. These form the base of our delicious vanilla cake layers. To elevate the flavor profile, we'll be incorporating maple syrup extract and chopped pecans into the batter, adding a touch of warmth and nuttiness. Next, we'll focus on the heart of our pie caken, the apple pie filling. We'll need firm, crisp apples, sugar, cinnamon, and a hint of lemon juice to create a filling that's both tart and sweet. For the frosting and decoration, we'll be using dulce de leche, semi-sweet chocolate chips, heavy cream, and pecans. These ingredients will come together to create a salted caramel buttercream and a rich chocolate ganache, adding layers of flavor and visual appeal to our pie caken. Now let's move on to the equipment. You'll need mixing bowls, an electric mixer, baking pans, a cast iron skillet, a piping bag, measuring cups and spoons, a spatula, and of course, an oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. With our ingredients prepped and equipment ready, we're all set to begin baking our pie caken. Our journey begins with crafting the foundation of our pie caken, the vanilla cake layers. These layers will provide a soft, tender contrast to the sweet and tart apple pie filling. We'll start by preparing the vanilla cake mix according to the package instructions, ensuring we follow each step carefully. To enhance the flavor of our cake, we'll be adding a touch of maple syrup extract to the batter. The maple syrup extract will add a warm, comforting flavor that complements the apple pie filling beautifully. Additionally, we'll fold in some chopped pecans into the batter, adding a delightful crunch and nuttiness to the cake layers. Once the batter is prepared, we'll divide it equally among our greased baking pans. Remember to grease and flour the pans to prevent the cakes from sticking. We'll then bake the cakes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. While the cakes are baking, we can move on to preparing our apple pie filling. Once the cakes are baked, we'll let them cool completely in the pans before inverting them onto a wire rack to cool further. This will ensure that the cakes are firm enough to hold the weight of the pie filling and frosting. Section 4. The heart of the pie caken, preparing the apple pie filling. Now let's turn our attention to the heart of our pie caken, the luscious apple pie filling. This filling will add a burst of flavor and texture to our dessert, creating a delightful contrast to the soft cake layers. We'll start by peeling and slicing our firm, crisp apples. Choose apples that are known for their flavor and hold their shape well during baking, such as Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, or Braeburn. Next, we'll place the sliced apples in a saucepan along with sugar, cinnamon, and a squeeze of lemon juice. The lemon juice will help prevent the apples from browning and add a touch of tartness to the filling. We'll cook the apples over medium heat, stirring occasionally, until they are tender but still hold their shape. Once the filling has thickened and the apples are cooked through, we'll remove the saucepan from the heat and set it aside to cool completely. This is an important step, as a warm filling can make the cake layers soggy. While the apple pie filling cools, we can begin assembling our pie caken. Section 5. Building the masterpiece, assembling the pie caken layers. With our cake layers baked to perfection and our apple pie filling cooled and ready, it's time for the most exciting part, assembling our pie caken. First, we'll select a cake stand or serving plate that's large enough to accommodate our pie caken. Place one of the cooled vanilla cake layers on the stand, ensuring it's centered and level. Next, we'll spread a generous layer of our cooled apple pie filling over the cake layer, ensuring it's evenly distributed. The amount of filling you use is a matter of preference, but don't be afraid to be generous. Now, carefully place the second vanilla cake layer on top of the apple pie filling, gently pressing it down to ensure it adheres well. Repeat the process with another layer of apple pie filling and the final cake layer. At this point, we have the basic structure of our pie cake ready. It's time to move on to the next exciting step: frosting and decorating.